Instead of talking to our friends, family, wives, etc., let's start talking to robots about our problems. Yes, and I'm going to explain to you why venting to a computer equals hope for the future, and it is very important for humanity. Bro had the worst day at work of his life. Bro has never been very good at standing for himself. He never had the training for that. He felt mistreated, misunderstood, angry, and frustrated. He arrives home where his wife would be binge watching some Netflix or Instagram. His lack of ability for communicating and expressing himself didn't prepare him to organically sit and have a conversation with his wife. He sat next to her and tried to start a conversation, but couldn't find the way. Years of the same distractions didn't let them create a healthy atmosphere for communicating problems between themselves. He felt forgotten, inexistent. She felt the same way, and was dreaming of having a more hopeful life as the one in the Netflix show. Today, he really needed to tell her how shitty he felt about his boss and his work, and probably his life. Tension and more frustration grew inside him. What is he going to do? Call a friend? He wouldn't call a friend at this time of the day. Who would need to hear my problems now? Everyone has their own shit. Bro went to his bedroom. Bro knows deep inside that his life has become miserable. Lots of ideas crossed his mind. But tonight, he decides to kill some monsters instead. But he doesn't even enjoy it. So he ends up doom scrolling. Nuclear threat, wars, economic depression, AI getting all our jobs, climate change, loneliness, grinding culture. Welcome to the future. Maybe some of you can identify with the situation or something similar to what you've seen. All this doom and gloom won't let us see a new renaissance filled with new opportunities. To take the most of this moment in history and thrive, I am convinced that we have to solve our problems and be connected to ourselves. How is Bro going to unstuck his life using AI? The best single way to do that is talking or venting. So here I am, a guy that wants to create a healthy and balanced relationship with tech, is telling you to talk to a bot to vent? As we can see in society's reaction, division, hate and extreme opinions are emotions that we naturally tend to gravitate towards because we are frustrated, like you've seen in the beginning of the video. This is a bad combination for an unpredictable future. I think that it is safe to say that a big chunk of society already feels lost or hopeless. The best antidote to this is fostering the ability to express ourselves and communicate. Practices that will unblock us internally and will prepare us to move, adapt, and thrive in the future. So at least now we have the opportunity to talk to something, in this case AI. And I know that a lot of people will have a contrarian point of view, tech doomers, therapy haters, or arrogant and judgmental people that will see talking to a computer as very lame or sad. Think about this. Not everyone is so lucky to have the opportunities or the ability to use expression and communication tools as you may have had or I have. Basically, to know how to overcome the difficulties in life and find some peace. The reality is that nowadays, a lot of people would find in the activity of expressing themselves a super helpful and rich experience to find some peace in their lives. Most of us don't have expertise to express ourselves, or we don't have the right listener to communicate to. That's the reality. What happens if we don't vent? Let's use this metaphor. The accumulation of sand through time. Let's think about a flat surface. We put sand one day, second day we put more sand, third day we put more sand, and like this every day. Through time, this accumulation of sand will start to get more dense and compact because of the accumulation and gravity. It will start to solidify and it will start to become another thing of different nature. Basically, through time, it will transform to a rock. Sand would be worries, frustrations, ideas one think, needs, basically all these little things that every day we produce in our minds. If we don't have a way to take it out, they will accumulate like sand does. And every day that we don't do the work of trying to find a solution to our worries, frustrations, or express our ideas or needs, a rock will literally start conforming inside us. It will not go away. It will solidify and become a blockage to who we are. This blockage could mean a lot of stuff. It could be experienced as a change of our character, a continuous dissatisfaction. It could mean an inability to use the art of expression or communication. In time, all these mixed and internally integrated worries, frustrations, and shit will start to become one opaque, amorphous cross we are unconsciously carrying on our backs. So how do we unblock all these maelstrom? We don't even know that we are blocked. We end up seeing ourselves as the rock. We don't know what to think, what to feel, or what we really are. The answer is under all these layers of compacted sand. This happened to me for years because of not exercising my ability to communicate. This affected my character and my ability to think, to express myself, to know what I really needed, what I wanted, who I was. Basically, years of not being able to communicate have been one of the main reasons to feel despair, depression, and thus the inability to relate to other humans. This makes me think about the loneliness epidemic. I cannot stop thinking about all these young, let's say, men that don't have interactions with people, that if they do communicate, it's through digital platforms. They're not practicing the real ability of communicating with humans, the one that we are biologically wired to do, face to face. In my experience, being lonely means not intervening in society. This comes with a lack of meaning and feeling useless. We are wired to bring some value to the community because at the end of the day, we are tribal animals. Who to vent to? In today's society, a concerning number of people don't have friends or have the ability to have friends to talk to. And even if you have friends, if you want to talk about something that is worrying you, they could not be the right person to listen to. Either your friends won't have the ability to help you, the time, or the interest. It's very difficult to have somebody that is unconditionally there to listen to you. And in this modern stressed society, nobody has the time to hear us vent daily. We have lost the useful and misunderstood art of venting. If we don't see that we need to vent or express ourselves, nothing will change. Like an addict, let's say an alcoholic, if the person doesn't accept that there is a problem, there is no solution. So for all the therapy haters, the ones that will say that talking to a machine is lame, think about it. We talk all the time. We biologically need to do it. We talk to ourselves in our heads. Some talk out loud when they are alone. We use the mirror to say stuff. We talk to our dogs. Think about when we were young. We needed to express our joy or frustration. When I talk to my niece, for example, her eyes shine when she explains something that she loves, even more so than when she's actually doing what she loves. This need to self-express and communicate is something that we all had when we were children, and we lost through time. Think about drunk people. Drunk people need to vent. They will talk more, they will be more honest about their problems, etc. Think about how good it feels when we tell a secret or the truth that we've been holding for a long time. We have the real need of expressing what we have inside. There are proven benefits of venting in therapy. A powerful technique to lower the pain that trauma is causing is the empty chair strategy. The empty chair strategy. Let's say you have a problem with somebody in your family. You sit in a chair on the extreme of a table, and in front of you, you put an empty chair. Of course, with nobody. You imagine in your head that the person that you have a problem with is in front of you, and you start venting. You start saying all the stuff that you think about him or her, expressing your problems, your ideas, your frustrations, etc. And you literally vent to this invisible person. This is a proven technique that helps reduce the pain that trauma creates. Another proven technique that involves venting is morning pages. So this thing goes like this. The first thing that you do when you wake up is vomit words, ideas, whatever it comes to your head, to your mind, into a blank page. In my case, 3. You write without any thought or planification. You just write whatever it comes to your head. And yeah, you basically relieve all this shit that you've been accumulating through the night. Yeah, it's a very good technique to feel, a mental relief or to be more clear mentally. Okay, so we have a lack of habit to express or communicate, plus internal difficulties due to trauma or because nobody told us how to do it or how important it is for human beings. And this creates an accumulation of frustration, worries, problems, depression, etc. Basically, it's like the solidification of the sand. On the external side, the current state of the world with potentially an economic depression, loneliness epidemic, war in the horizon, nuclear threat, climate change, all of this creates despair, fear, and doubt. Welcoming external distractions like tech, social media, and all sorts of digital addictions. And let's add to the mix the unknown, unpredictable, rapidly changing future with the potential fatalities that AI could bring to humanity. In times like this, where we have no control about the outcome of history and what is going to happen in the future, the only way to find meaning in life is looking inwards and working in our ability to understand who we are, be emotionally intelligent, and find tools that break the rock that we're carrying on our backs. These rocks are not only exhausting, but also prevent us from seeing forward. I think that the habit of expressing yourself every day is the best way to fissure the rock, to crack it open. The sand accumulated through lots of years that doesn't let you be yourself, that doesn't let you express yourself, will start crumbling. We shouldn't see this use case as a means to an end. The end goal is not being all day interacting with robots or computers or artificial intelligence. It is going to be a tool we use in addition of other tools like therapy, human contact, etc. If we adopt the habit of expressing ourselves or venting, we will start unblocking ourselves and feeling more comfortable to start going towards a real human interchange, communication, etc. There's nothing wrong in using a tool available to us thanks to new tech that can breach and split the rock, making us feel more empowered in front of an unpredictable future. If you want to start chatting with AI, click on the next video. I'll show you how to use these tools and give you 3 simple and practical examples to get you started. Thank you so much for your time and stay kind.